So did
Hi, guys.
you know I told a bow and I backing
This is Sebastian, and I'm Brittany.
and I bow.
And he's 4.
Yeah, 'cause I look 3 and then I think you bow 'cause it look my baby.
Yeah, but your birthday was a few months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it look my pocket too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I already got one.
So if you're new to this channel, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button.
Hit that like button!
And today we're going to dive into some haunted artifacts. Nope, artifacts.
Oh, no!
So when you go and you buy furniture, your first thought isn't going to be, is this item haunted? Like, is it going to bring a spirit with it? It's furniture. In the 1980s, Alan and Debbie Tauman bought bunk beds for their 2 kids at a secondhand shop. But from the first night that they brought it home, something was really wrong, and it was very clear. Their one son never got sick, and he got horribly ill. The radio that was on the nightstand started randomly turning on and off on its own. And the youngest daughter actually said that she had seen a witch standing over her on the bottom bunk. Doors moved, lights turned on and off on their own. And this is only some of the things that were happening. Soon the family began hearing voices. This went on for 9 months before they had the bunk beds destroyed. And the haunting stopped. So it literally came from these bunk beds. Next, we have the Myrtle's Plantation Mirror. Mirrors are often referred to as portals between worlds. There's a ton of different myths about mirrors. There's a ton of, like, it said that mirrors carry energy, they reflect, and when you put 2 mirrors facing each other, it essentially creates a portal to a spiritual dimension. And even if you look at doppelgangers, they are often seen in mirrors. So this specific mirror was over 200 years old. According to legends, one of the plantation slaves named Chloe had baked oleander-laced cake that had poisoned 3 members of the Woodruff family, which was the owner of the Myrtle at the time. Chloe was a young girl who was a slave, and she was favored by the plantation master. So he would often give her easier tasks, but she grew afraid that her master would become bored with her and put her back in the field. So she came up with this plan to poison his wife and daughters and then heal them back to health. So that way she was almost praised in a way. But her plan didn't work. Chloe was murdered by the other slaves after the woman had died from the poison. It's said that their spirits remain in the mirror to this day. Next we have Annabelle. Now, most, if not all of you, probably know about Annabelle. Annabelle's been turned into a very successful franchise as part of the Conjuring franchise. Most, if not all of you, know about Ed and Lorraine Warren, but it is rubbing against my tripod. So the story of Annabelle the doll began when a student nurse was gifted a Raggedy Ann doll in 1970. The doll began acting weird, would come to life and harm the student's boyfriend. When they sought help, a medium had informed the young girl incorrectly that the spirit was actually inhabited by a young girl named Annabelle Higgins. The medium tried to rid the spirit from the doll, but it never worked. So they consulted Ed and Lorraine Warren, and they revealed that the doll was actually demonically possessed. Next, we have the killing chair. The killing chair of Thomas Busby. Now, in June 1702, there were 2 men that were killed. One was bludgeoned to death, and the other was tarred, feathered, and hanged, who was also the victim's father. The latter killed the former after they argued about the killer's wife, who was also the victim's father. After killing his father-in-law, Thomas Busby returned to his favorite chair at a quaint country inn nearby. Eventually, authorities would track Busby down, and he refused to leave. So they forced him up, and he was tried for his crime. He was found guilty, and he was hanged at a nearby crossroad. But before he died, Busby cursed the chair. Anyone who sits in his beloved seat will surely meet their death. Some say that the chair has actually claimed 63 lives, who, after they took the seat, had untimely deaths. Others say it's just a coincidence. Personally, I don't think that there are coincidences. Next, we have Valentino's cursed ring. Now, this ring comes with a long series of misfortunes, and in 1920, movie star Rudolph Valentino bought a plain silver ring embedded with semi-precious stones from a jewelry store in San Francisco. Now, he immediately fell in love with this ring. He ignored all of the store owners' opinions or warnings that this ring was haunted. Valentino wore this ring while he filmed a movie, and the movie turned out to be a failure. After he put the ring away for many years, he took it out for what would be his final movie, because he died shortly after still wearing that ring. It was then passed along to Pola Negri, who was one of Valentino's former lovers, and she suffered a severe illness, but she did recover. However, her career after this illness was done. She passed the ring on to a young singer named Ross Colombo. He died in a shooting accident. Next, Colombo's friend Joe Casino wore the ring, and he died in a car accident only 1 week later. James Willis attempted to steal the ring, but was caught by the police and shot. But the list goes on and on. At least 3 more people who owned this ring died while it was in their possession. And last, we have the Anguished Man. Now, this is dubbed as the world's most haunted painting. The artist who created this work of art was, he had a lot of inner demons. It mixed his blood with oil paints to create this specific piece before taking his own life. Sean Robinson received this painting from his grandmother, who claimed that a spirit lived within it. And Sean didn't believe in the paranormal. He kind of just brushed it off like, his grandmother was being crazy. But after he hung the painting in his home, his wife began seeing dark figures lurking around the home. There were strange noises coming from the painting, like scratches and what sounded like a man crying. Now, this made it where his views on the paranormal changed. He started posting YouTube videos about what was occurring with the Anguished Man painting. So that is all I have for you on haunted artifacts today. If you want me to do more haunted artifacts videos, then definitely make sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button. It all helps me out so much, and I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Until next time, bye.